Alex de Minaur vs Tommy Paul preview. Reigning champion and 6th seed Alex de Minaur takes on Tommy Paul in the quarterfinals of the Rothesay International in Eastbourne on Thursday. The Australian has reached 2 semi-finals this season at the Barcelona Open and the Lyon Open. In the former, the 23-year-old had a couple of match points against Carlos Alcaraz but could not capitalize on them in the grass court season this year. De Minaur lost in the last 16 of the Libima Open and the Queen's Club Championships to Adrian Mannarino and Alejandro Davidovich Fokina respectively. He entered the Rothesay International as the 6th seed and won his opening match against Christian Garin. In the last 16, the Australian faced Lorenzo Sonego in a rematch of last year's final. He won 7-6, 3, 6-2 to book his place in the quarterfinals. Paul has had a good season so far, with his run to the semi-finals at the Delray Beach Open being his best result this year. The American also reached the quarterfinals of 2 ATP 500 tournaments at the Mexican Open and Queen's Club Championships. Paul was up against Francisco Cerundolo in the first round of the Rothesay International and beat him 4-6, 7-6, 2, 6-4. He then beat Jannik Sinner 6-3, 3-6, 6-3 to book his place in the quarterfinals. Alex de Minaur vs Tommy Paul head-to-head. De Minaur has a perfect 2-0 head-to-head record against Paul, with both of their previous meetings coming this year. They locked horns for the first time in the third round of the Indian Wells Masters, with the Australian winning 7-6, 2, 6-4. De Minaur then beat Paul 7-5, 6-4 in the second round of the Italian Open. The winner of Thursday's match faces Taylor Fritz or Alexander Bublik in the semi-finals. Alex de Minaur vs Tommy Paul prediction. De Minaur will enter the match as the favorite to win, but Paul should not be written off. The American will be in good spirits after beating Jannik Sinner and seems to have found his footing on grass after winning his first match on the surface against Shapovalov last week. De Minaur's pace and his ability to hit winners from tight angles makes him someone to reckon with. The Australian is a good counter-puncher, but he can also go on the offensive when needed. Paul will no doubt have to adapt to his opponent's athleticism, but he has some weapons of his own as well. The 25-year-old did not serve a single ace against Sinner but won 81% of points on his first serve. Paul has a strong forehand and will look to make the most out of it from the baseline, and his variety at the net has helped him immensely on grass court. The match promises to be an interesting one, but de Minaur's current form should see him get over the finish line. Pick De Minaur to win in 3 sets.